Thank you very much, Anthony and Joanne, for moving through all of those awards. And it now is a privilege probably to ask for the real skinny on what it's like to be in receipt of one of these awards. It's my great pleasure to ask Allison Gratz, who's a magisteriate student in Capacity Development and Extension in OAC, to come forward. She is the recipient of the Julie May Good Whittaker Graduate Travel Scholarship and the TD Bank Financial Group OGS Fund, and she's going to say a few words on behalf of all of the students. Allison.
Hello. Thank you very much to the organizers for giving me the pleasure and the privilege of representing students here today. I'm just one student, and the story I'll say today is personal, but I can assure you every single one of the award recipients has a similar one. Well, not similar, equally unique one. So for me, coming to graduate school meant that I left a decent full-time job with benefits. Although my program was intriguing and my courses were fascinating, there was considerable stress because my department did not have any guaranteed funding, and there were not very many opportunities to earn extra money as a research assistant or teacher's assistant, whereas some other departments did have lots of opportunities like that. My stress was compounded by the fact I felt deeply compelled to do research in Kenya with a local non-government organization I'd gotten to know on a previous trip there. My advisor didn't have funding, but he did have some sage words of advice, which were apply for everything you can. So, like many other people here, I did. I'd like to thank, first of all, the Government of Ontario, as well as TD Canada Trust for providing funding for the Ontario Graduate Scholarship. The funding from this award gave me encouragement and validation that I could be successful in the studies and research I was pursuing. It's a substantial award that really lessened the financial burden I felt by leaving this full-time job to come back to school. Next, I'd like to thank Charles Whittaker, who created an annual travel award in memory of his mother. This travel award directly helped me go to Kenya, paid for my accommodations and transportation there, and also helped me hire 2 research assistants who were local university graduates with not very many opportunities, who really benefited immensely from the experience of working on the project with me. My research in Kenya looked at the factors that helped and hindered someone to start using fuel-efficient technologies in their house, and by this I mean wood-burning stoves. So stoves made of bricks and clay. I traveled to 8 rural villages and learned about how they got information, what barriers were there, and how they felt their lives were really transformed by using some of the local innovations that were developed by some women's groups. The rural area I was in was entirely dependent on agriculture for their income. Any changes in climate and weather patterns really impacted their ability to sustain their livelihood. While I was there, I had to give a workshop on the relationship between climate change and development for my partner organization. Simply put, the greater the impact from climate change, the lesser is the felt impact from development efforts. So most people in North America don't see how their action or inaction directly impacts the lives of others around the world. But I feel like I have a new set of glasses that are permanently on my face, allowing me to see connections that others who have not had the opportunity to travel and spoken with rural folks in less fortunate areas do. So in the future, you'll likely find me in Canada rather than Kenya. Instead of spending my career overseas helping people cope with the results of our follies, I will more likely be here seeking ways to develop people's capacity to make choices that are socially and environmentally responsible, sustainable for themselves, their communities, and communities of people they will never meet. So I'm one student. That's my story. Everyone's story is very unique and probably inspirational to many others. Look around the room at the bright young faces you see. Thank you very much to the sponsors for allowing us to commit ourselves wholeheartedly to our studies and research and things we really believe in, and for partnering with us to transform the world for the better. So sponsors, you've made a really great investment, one many students like myself would really struggle without. And to my fellow award recipients, let's be good stewards of what we've been given and go on to multiply the fruits of it. Thank you very much.